All right, welcome everyone. Let's take our deep dive into the world of AI, specifically January 24th, 2025.
Ooh, time traveling, huh?
Kind of.
Yeah,
Think tweets, Reddit threads, Discord, all that AI buzz. We're going to break it down.
sounds chaotic.
It is a bit, but that's why we're here. You don't need info overload. You need the good stuff.
Exactly, like a curated AI newsfeed.
You got it. So big things that day. OpenAI's new operator, then there's DeepSeek's R1 model, and this whole open source trend that's turning the industry upside down. Oh, and got to mention a new benchmark. It's really putting AI's reasoning skills to the test.
Whoa, lots to unpack there. OpenAI, they're always up to something, aren't they?
They really are. With Operator, they're going beyond ChatGPT. This time, it's an AI agent. But get this, it's designed to actually interact with web browsers.
Interacting with browsers. That's new, right? What's the big deal?
Think about it. Operator could be booking your reservations, ordering your groceries, basically all those little online tasks that just drive you crazy.
Oh, okay, I'm starting to see it. So it's like automating the boring stuff.
More like automating your life. And here's the kicker. OpenAI is being super secretive about API access right now.
Classic OpenAI. Always got some strategy going on behind the scenes. Makes you wonder if they're planning a big product launch or something.
Well, we'll be watching for sure. But let's shift gears a bit. DeepSeek's R1 model, you familiar with that?
Yeah, I've heard some buzz about it. It's open source, right?
Yep. And people are saying it's outperforming some of the big names, Llama 4, even OpenAI's own O1 model. It's kind of shock.
Really? That's impressive. Where did this DeepSeek even come from?
That's the crazy part. Apparently, it's a side project. Some quantitative firm just doing their thing.
Wow, talk about a dark horse. Makes you wonder what else is out there bubbling under the surface. And this kind of thing has got to be making the tech giants nervous.
Right. I mean, this is David taking on the AI Goliaths. I bet they're watching very closely. Actually, word on the street is that Meta's a little freaked out.
Meta! Seriously, what have you heard?
Yeah, apparently they're analyzing DeepSeek like crazy. Yeah. Trying to figure out how to keep up with all this change without, spending a fortune.
I can imagine. This open source wave, it's more like a tidal wave now. Even Google's getting in on the action.
Oh, you mean VideoLLaMA 3?
Yep, that's the one. It's specifically designed for understanding images and video. Pretty cool stuff.
It really is, and I think this open source trend is huge. It means researchers, independent developers, anyone can contribute to AI's progress.
Exactly. It's like opening the doors and saying, let's all build the future of AI together. It's pretty exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, but hold on, before we get carried away, got to mention this new benchmark, Humanity's Last Exam.
Humanity's Last Exam. That sounds ominous. What's that all about?
Well, it's designed to test AI's reasoning skills. They've got like 3,000 questions, all different subjects.
Oh, so like a giant IQ test for AI. How are they doing?
Not so great. Current models are scoring below 10% accuracy. Kind of a reality check, huh?
Whoa, that's pretty low. Makes you think about how much further AI has to go before it can really think like us. It's a good reminder, though.
For sure. We can't get ahead of ourselves. There's still a lot of work to be done.
Definitely. Lots of challenges ahead.
Speaking of challenges, ever wondered where AI is getting its information from? Like, how do we know it's not just making stuff up?
Yeah, that's always a question, isn't it? Especially with all these AI-generated content tools popping up.
Well, Anthropic's tackling that issue head on.
Anthropic, what are they doing?
They've got this AI model called Claude, and then now it can actually provide citations for its responses.
Citations, like footnotes for AI.
Exactly. It's all about transparency and accountability. You can actually check where the AI is getting its information from.
Wow, that's a game changer. I mean, if you're using AI for research or anything important, you need to be able to trust it, right?
Absolutely. And this makes AI a lot more reliable. Like, you're not just taking its word for it. You can verify the information yourself.
That's a huge step forward. Makes you wonder what other innovations are just around the corner.
So just to recap, we've covered OpenAI's operator, DeepSeek's R1, the open source movement, Humanity's Last Exam, and Anthropic's citations. Lots to digest, right?
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
But fascinating stuff. I'm curious, what stands out to you the most so far?
Tough question. I think for me, it's the rise of open source AI. The fact that a small team like DeepSeek can outperform industry giants is pretty mind-blowing.
I agree. It's really shaking things up. Makes you wonder what the future holds for the big players.
Yeah, it's anyone's game now. And that's what makes this such an exciting time to be following AI. It feels like we're on the edge of something truly revolutionary.
I can't wait to see what happens next.
Me neither. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've got more ground to cover, so let's keep diving in.
Okay, so we've talked about the big models, the open source movement, but what about the actual tools people are using? Like, are there any cool new apps or anything?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know Perplexity Assistant. It's been getting a ton of buzz, and now it's available on Android.
Perplexity. Yeah, I think I saw something about that. It's like a search engine, but with AI, right?
It's more than just a search engine. It actually analyzes and synthesizes the results, giving you insights you wouldn't get otherwise.
Huh.
Oh,
Sounds pretty powerful. So it's not just giving you links, it's actually understanding the information.
exactly. It's like having a research assistant in your pocket.
Wow, I can see why people are excited about it. I bet students are going to love this.
Oh, for sure. And journalists, anyone who needs to quickly get up to speed on a topic.
Yeah, it could be a game changer for a lot of people. So, what else is happening in the AI tool world? Anything else catching your eye?
Well, there's this battle going on in the coding world.
Yeah.
Two AI-powered coding assistants are going head-to-head. Cursor and Codium Windsurf.
AI coding assistants. So, they actually help you write code.
Yep, they can generate code snippets, suggest solutions, all sorts of things.
Right. Whoa, that sounds like a dream come true for developers. I remember those days staring at my screen for hours trying to figure out a bug.
I know, right? It's like having an AI pair programmer. Makes you wonder, what does this mean for the future of coding?
Yeah, I mean, will we even need human coders anymore?
That's the big question. But I think it's more about changing the way we code. AI can handle the tedious stuff, leaving humans to focus on the creative problem solving.
Makes sense. It's like AI is augmenting our abilities, not replacing us entirely.
Exactly. And speaking of augmentation, we got to talk about hardware. All these amazing AI models need serious computing power, right?
Oh, yeah, the hardware is crucial. It's the foundation for everything.
And NVIDIA is leading the charge. Remember we talked about the RTX Blackwell GPU?
Yeah, that's the one with all the memory, right?
Well, get this. Rumors are it's been spotted with a whopping 96 GB of GDDR7 memory.
96 GB? That's insane. What does that even mean for AI development?
It means we can build bigger, more complex models, train them faster, unlock new capabilities. It's like giving AI a supercharged engine.
I can't even imagine what we'll be able to do with that kind of power. It's mind-blowing.
It really is. But with all this excitement about AI, it's easy to forget that it's still a relatively young field.
True, we're still in the early days. And like you said earlier, that humanity's last exam benchmark is a good reminder that AI still has limitations.
Right. AI may be advancing rapidly, but it's not going to take over the world just yet.
Exactly. We're a long way from that. But even so, we need to be thinking about the ethical implications of AI now.
Absolutely. Like, how do we prevent misuse? How do we ensure it's used for good?
Tough questions, but they're questions we need to be asking.
For sure. We can't just blindly embrace AI without considering the potential consequences.
Right. It's a powerful tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or bad.
Okay, so we've talked about tools, hardware, ethics, but what about the creative side of AI?
Oh, you mean like AI-generated art and music and stuff?
Exactly. Have you heard about Imagen 3? It's Google's latest text-to-image model.
Imagen 3. Yeah, I've seen some of the images it's created. They're incredible.
I know, right? It's like AI is developing an imagination.
It's kind of scary, but also really exciting. I mean, what does this mean for artists? Will they be replaced by AI?
I don't think so. I think it's more about collaboration. AI can be a tool for artists, helping them explore new ideas and push their creative boundaries.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like AI is opening up new possibilities for creative expression.
Exactly. And speaking of shaking things up, remember DeepSeek, that open source model that's been outperforming the big players?
Oh, yeah, the David versus Goliath story?
Well, apparently Meta's not taking it lying down. They're reportedly pretty alarmed by DeepSeek's success, especially its latest version, DeepSeek V3.
Really? What are they doing about it?
Trying to catch up, of course. Their engineers are said to be analyzing DeepSeek, trying to figure out how it works and how to replicate its capabilities.
Wow, so the pressure's on. I wonder if the big companies can keep up with the pace of innovation coming from the open source community.
It's a good question. And it's a reminder that the AI landscape is constantly evolving. The old power dynamics are being challenged.
Yeah, it's anyone's game now, and that's what makes it so exciting. So, what else is new in the world of AI?
Well, there's this new player that's been making waves, Fireworks AI. They're all about generative AI, but they're taking a different approach.
Fireworks AI, I haven't heard of them. What makes them different?
They're not just focused on the technology. They're building a platform for collaboration and community among AI artists and creators.
Oh, interesting. So it's not just about the algorithms, it's about the people using them.
Exactly. They're
Yeah.
providing tools and resources that make it easier for people to experiment with generative AI and
Hmm.
share their creations with the world.
That's pretty cool. It's like they're trying to democratize access to AI art and make it more inclusive.
That's a great way to put it. They're recognizing that AI is not just about code and data, it's about human creativity and imagination.
Yeah, that's a refreshing perspective. It's easy to get caught up in the technical aspects of AI, but ultimately it's about what we can do with it.
And Fireworks AI seems to be putting the power of AI into the hands of the people.
I like that. It's a more human-centered approach to AI, and that's something we need more of.
Couldn't agree more. This whole discussion has got me thinking, there's so much happening in the AI world and it's all moving so
I know
fast.
it's hard to keep up.
But it's also incredibly exciting. It feels like we're on the cusp of something truly transformative. So we've covered a ton of ground here. Advancements, the competition, this whole open source explosion. But I'm curious, what does it all mean for, the average person, someone who's not an AI expert?
Well, AI is not some far-off thing anymore. It's already woven into our lives. Maybe we don't always see it, but it's there.
Give me an example. Like what?
Think about how you get personalized recommendations on Spotify or Netflix, or spam filters keeping your inbox clean, even those navigation apps getting you through traffic.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess I don't even think about those things. They're just part of life now.
Exactly. And it's only going to get more integrated. Those tools we discussed today, they're just the beginning.
So AI is going to be even more
Yeah,
everywhere.
absolutely. Healthcare, education, finance, entertainment, the possibilities are kind of endless.
Okay, that sounds exciting.
Yeah,
But also a little scary, to be honest.
I get it. People worry about jobs, right? What happens when AI can do what we do?
That's one concern, yeah. And what about misuse? These technologies are powerful. It's easy to imagine them being used for bad stuff.
Those are valid concerns, definitely. And we need to be talking about them. It's true, AI could automate some jobs, but it'll also create new ones, jobs we haven't even thought of yet.
So it's not all doom and gloom.
No way. Like any technology, it depends how we use it. We need to make sure AI is developed responsibly, ethically, that it benefits humanity. That's the key.
Which brings us back to open source AI, right?
Mhm.
More people involved, more transparency. Hopefully that leads to better outcomes.
Exactly. And platforms like Fireworks AI that focus on community and collaboration. The more people shaping the future of AI, the better.
This has been an incredible journey. We've talked about some really complex stuff today, but hopefully our listeners are walking away with a better understanding of what's happening in the world of AI.
Yeah, I hope so too. It's a rapidly changing field, but it's important to stay informed, stay engaged.
Because the future of AI, it's not set in stone. It's being written right now. And we all have a role to play.
That's a great way to put it. We're all part of this story.
Well said. And on that note, I think we've reached the end of our deep dive. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you next time. Keep exploring and keep asking questions.